Okay, in this video, I'm going to demonstrate my workflow for editing photos in Lightroom Classic and then bringing the photo over to Photoshop to do a little bit more in it and then bringing it back to Lightroom Classic. What I'm going to be doing is not necessarily um, complete editing of it, just some example edits I'll do to the picture. Okay, to begin with, I'm going to open up Lightroom Classic right here. I'm in Lightroom Classic. I'm going to try to get this bar down here. Hopefully it's not being recorded. Okay, the picture I'm going to bring up is A0409. At least that's enough of the file name that I'm going to get it. So I'm going to go here, up to the top text. I'm going to search for file name. I'm going to type in here A0409. Yeah, these are probably the ones I want. Okay. A whole series of them here. I'll do this one. It's probably not the best picture, but notice it's a very dark picture. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open it. This has nothing to do with editing it. But first I want to show it what it looks like in Explorer, Windows Explorer. So I'm going to go up here where I can right click on the video, or on the picture, and it says Show in Explorer. Okay, here's what I wanted to show you. In this particular sequence of pictures, if you'll notice, by every raw image, I take raw images, there's a .cr3, that's the format of my raw image in my new camera, the R5. But notice, right next to it, there's an XMP, a .xmp file, taken at the same time, on the same day, whatever. But it's the same file, but it's the XMP for it. Okay, that isn't the one I loaded, but mine is down. I forget the number I loaded. But you can see in this particular folder, they are all raw files are accompanied with the same name, XMP. Okay, I just wanted to show you that, so I'll close that. Okay, here's the one I'm going to work on. A0408. Very dark picture. Reason being, take a look here. The ISO, if you look over there on that pop-up tip there, it says ISO was 12,800. Very grainy, even at that, it was very dark. Didn't have good lights at the soccer stadium. Okay, but I'm gonna take it to the developer now in Lightroom Classic. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, make sure I'm in the basic panel. I'm just going to increase the exposure. Shows Lucy kicking a ball. Okay, and I'm going to take the highlights all the way down, bring the shadows up somewhat. That's my standard starting point for editing most pictures. Just to show you how bad the noise is, I'm going to go to 100% here. Look how bad this is. We're going to deal with that in a minute. So got back down to fit on screen, and okay, what else we want to do? Maybe we want to add a little clarity to it, sharpen it up, do a little variance maybe. But what we really want to do is we got to get rid of that noise. So I'm going to go down here and notice it was a raw image. So the new noise reduction, AI noise reduction capability is available to me. So I'm going to do that. It's going to take a couple minutes, but it's going to make it a whole lot better. So we're going to click on it. That's the enhanced. That's the before. Let's see if I can get it somewhere where Lucy is here. Well, we'll just keep it there. We'll see it later. But you can see there's a whole lot better. I think we're looking at the bushes behind the soccer stadium. So I'm going to go up to new denoise. I'm going to keep it in whatever position it was here. And I'm going to click on enhance. By the way, as a sidelight, just know this is also how you access the super resolution. I'm not going to do that right now. And I'm also it's going to create a stack. And we'll see that. We're going to click enhance. Now this is where it's going to take some time. I'm going to zoom in again, right over her, there. So you can see just how grainy that is, or noisy that is, because of the very high ISO that was used. Up in the upper right-hand corner, you can see the progress bar moving along. I may edit this period out, depending on how long it goes, but for now, I'm going to keep the video running. We're zoomed in at 100% here. And you can see every now and then you'll see the screen flash. We're about halfway done now. It'll often say it's going to take 4 minutes, but I've found that it's faster than 4 minutes, 2 or 3 maybe, on some very bad pictures like this one is. This is a throwaway picture due to the very high noise level in the original image. But the AI noise reduction really works good. You'll see, I hope. Okay, just about that. There it is. That's the picture now. After the X goes away in the upper right-hand corner, which it did, I'm all done. And what I'll do is I'll just zoom back out. Look over here. This girl's nice and sharp. Okay. All right. I could do some more stuff to this, crop it and that sort of thing. I'm not going. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll straighten the what I call the horizon, but it's not the horizon, just the grass line with. Oops. We don't want that. I had the wrong tool. Control Z always backs up what you've done. Deletes it. Click on the angle tool here. I'm still in the develop module. Drag it along the line between the grass and the shrubbery behind it. I press return, and now we have a straight line, or a line parallel to the edge. Okay, so now I'm going to take it back to the library. I could have done all kinds of other things to this picture. I won't. I'm going back to the library. Now what you see is right here is a picture I've edited. Notice this 2 up there. It has automatically stacked the noise reduction picture, which has been renamed to enhanced, and it's a DNG file. That's just what the noise reduction thing does. It makes even, I started with a raw image, and it's still a raw image, but it's a .dng and not my CR3 format. So I'm going to click on the 3. Now there's the original, or pardon me, this is the edited one. We know it's that because it says enhanced-NR, named automatically. Here's my original. And you can see, if I just make that full screen, you can see it's really grainy and not very good at all. Go over here, far better. Okay, so hopefully we'll get back. There we go. All right, now let's say, okay, I like that, but I got to do something in Photoshop too. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the picture, and either from the organizer, from the library module, or inside the editor, I can go up to Photo, Edit in Photoshop 2024 in my case. And I'm going to render using Lightroom. In other words, the adjustments I've made are going to be in the picture already when it gets opened. It's going to now, it had to make a third, you might have seen it there. It had to make a third image. This is going to be a TIFF image. So now we have 3 images, and we'll show you what that means or what it looks like later. Now I'm in Photoshop, open the TIFF image. I'll go down here to layers. There's my background layer. That's what I just loaded. I'll close this. I don't want to update right now. Okay, so what can I do to this image? Well, let's say I want to crop it in Photoshop. So I'm going to go up here to the crop tool right there. And right now it's set to do an 11 by 8.5 aspect ratio for 8.5, make an 8.5 by 11 print. So I'm going to move it over. Whoops, let's back that up here. Control Z, there we go. All right, let's see. Oh, there we go. See the little arrow? Okay, whoop, went the wrong way. I want to center them up, and notice it's kept the same aspect ratio, and I'll put Lucy at about the third, but I do want that other player going after her. Okay, so I'm done with that. I will go over to the check mark in Photoshop, and that'll complete my crop. There I am. Okay, I'm in Photoshop. All right, I'm done in Photoshop. Did the one thing that was different than in my Lightroom version. So I'm just going to go up here to File, and I'm going to just simply click on File, Save. I'm not going to rename it or anything like that. I'm just going to click it there. Okay, so now I'm done with Photoshop. I will close this image, and if I had forgotten to save it, either with a Save As or Save, it would have come up and asked me, hey, do you want to save this before exiting? Okay, now I'm going to go back to Lightroom. Lightroom's still loaded, ready to go. I'll minimize Photoshop. Notice here's my 3 images now. Right now they're stacked. Here's what I ended up with. This was the noise reduction version. And where's, 2 of 3. Sometimes I go too far because of just the way Lightroom jumps around here. Oh, come on. I'm kind of messing up my whole video here. I've got to get back to Lightroom where I was. I think I'm going to pause the video here for a moment. Okay, we're starting at the video again after I got back where I was. Again, Here's where I started. Notice the file name is just the standard .cr3 file. This is where I did the noise reduction within Lightroom. It was renamed to Enhanced Noise Reduction. And here is where I ended up, pardon me, here, I'm going backwards. Or here's one. They kind of number from right to left, not left to right as I would think. This is where I started, the raw image unedited. There, I had the wrong ones. I had two other ones. Okay, let me start again here. All right. This is where I started. This is where I added the noise reduction in Lightroom Classic. And this is where I took it to Photoshop, kept the noise reduction I'd done, but now cropped the image. You can see that to the right of Lucy is a lot of the dead space was eliminated. Okay, so that's what we've done. Now if I want to stack them, now you can rearrange them, but if you stack them, if you want the order, I would normally, sorry, I'm screwing up here. If you want to have your final one be on top, which in my case would be 2 of 3, yeah, I would right click on it, and down here I'd go to stacking, and I would go down to split stack. Where is it? Move to top of stack. Now, there's my final one. I'd like to have that on top, because if I collapse my stacks by clicking on the 1 of 3, there's my edited, presumably the picture that I want to use and print or whatever I want to do. Okay, so just for fun, hope it doesn't screw up or I won't use it. I'm going to right click on it. Again, show in Explorer. And this one right here, 409 Enhanced, is a brand new DNG file. That's the one that I added the noise reduction and went into Photoshop. Here's the 409 XMP file. And DNG, this is the edited version coming out of Photoshop. In other words, here is the, pardon me, but say that in another way. 409 is my raw image. 409 Enhanced Reduction, DNG, that's what I did in Lightroom with the noise reduction. Then I went to Photoshop and cropped it. And notice its file name, it has the -nr, but also -edit.tiff. So those are all 3, but there's still just a single XMP for all those files. Okay, I think I'm going to put one on my head here. I know what, I'll do one more thing just for the fun of it. Okay, I'm going to close down Explorer, puts me right back in here. And I'm going to open these up again. You click, if you only see a 3, you want to make sure you see 1 of 3. So I want to compare this one and my let's see, 3 of 3. Yeah, I want to compare this to the original. They're both selected. Go down here. Here's the 480. you can see that's how much sharper the ball is. Okay, I'm going to stop the video. I know it's a little rambling, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say.